Hello, grade 9 students. So here we are discussing the algebra exercise 2 star and 3 star. In the previous video, I discussed the exercise 1 star questions, and today I am planning to discuss exercise 2 star and 3 star, right? Hope you don't have any doubts by any chance when you are moving along this video series. If you come across with any doubt, or if you want to clarify anything, please comment in the video itself. The next day when I'm doing the video, I'll clarify your doubts, right? We are done with the exercise 1 star and I'm moving to exercise 2 star, right? So then everyone please take your exercise book and take your pink pen and we'll mark the answers. So this is exercise 2 star, right? And we'll just see that I'm not explaining some items, that 8a multiplied by a squared. See what I'm doing, children. I hope you can understand what I'm doing here. Children, here you can see that the first one I showed how I got a to the power 3. When they have just mentioned a, we know it is a to the power 1. And a to the power 1 multiplied by a to the power 2, that we have the multiplication and we have the same base value. Therefore, we need to add the indices. The first one I showed the step, but the second one I didn't show it. And that what you want to do in the exam, you can't show like that. You need to do this in mind. 3 plus 1, 4. So then you can merge everything together. 15 x to the power 4 and y to the power 2. So then look at the third one. First, I will write the numbers. I have 2 times 3, then a to the power 2, a to the power 4, and a to the power 1. So then here 6 times 2 plus 4, 6, 6 plus 1, 7. And here I write 6 a to the power of 7. Okay. Then the fourth one, we have 3y squared times 2y. What does this mean, children? That you want to write 3y times 3y times 2y. So then I write 3 times 3 times 2 and y to the power 1, y to the power 1, y to the power 1. 3 times 3, 9, 9 times 2, 18, 18 times y to the power of 3, because you want to add the indices and you write the final answer 18 y to the power of 3. Right? So then we will move to the fifth question. 6xy squared plus 2x cubed and 3xy. Children, so, oh, sorry, these are multiplication. I made a mistake. So then here you can see that we have 6, 2, and 3. Then I have x to the power 1, x to the power 3, x to the power 1, y to the power 2, and y to the power of 1. Right? So we write the like terms like this. 6 times 2, 12. 12 times 3, 36. Then x to the power 1 plus 3, 4. 4 plus 1, 5. and y to the power 2 plus 1, 3. So then I conclude my answer 36, x to the power of 5, y to the power of 3. Okay. Then I'm moving to question number 6. 5 a b c 2ab squared c cubed 3ac. Now you just see that how I'm extracting. First I take the numbers. Then I take the a terms I have. Then I take the b terms I have. Then I take the c terms I have. Right? So then 5, 2, 3. A to the power 1, a to the power 1, a to the power 1. B to the power 1, b to the power 2. C to the power 1, c to the power 3, c to the power 1. So then here 5 times 2, 10. 10 times 3, 30. A to the power of 3 and b to the power of 3 and c to the power of 5. So then you conclude your answer 30, a to the power of 3, b to the power of 3 and c to the power of 5. So then we will move to the question number 7. Question number 7, 7x 2y squared times 2y squared. So then here 7 times 2 times 2 times 2. Why? That we know when we have 2y to the power 2 means 2y times 2y, right? So then I wrote those two. Then I take the x terms, only one I have. Then y to the power of 2 and y to the power of 1, y to the power of 1. 7 times 2, 14. 14 times 2, 28. 28 times 2, 56. So then I write 56, x to the power of 1 and y to the power of 4. So normally when we conclude the final answer, we don't write to the power of 1, x. And this is how we want to write it. Right? So then we will move to the question number 8. Question number 8, we have 2xy squared then 3x squared y. Be mindful, here we have an addition to, right? That so far we had only the multiplication, but this time we have the addition to. So then we want to solve these first, right, according to the good math. So how we are going to get this? 2 times 3, x times 1, x to the power 1, x to the power 2, y to the power of 2, y to the power of 1, plus, then you write the next step, x cube and y cube. 2 times 3, 6. X to the power 3 and y to the power 3 plus 4x cube and y cube. That here I can write 6x cube y cube plus 4x cube y cube. You can see they are like terms. The final answer will be 10x cube y cube. Hope it is clear, right? You have the multiplication and addition. First you do the multiplication, then you want to do the addition, but before doing the addition, we want to see whether they are like terms or not. Here that I can see 6x cube y cube and 4x cube y cube. So x cube, y cube, both of them have the same variable, so same algebraic term. So then they are like, then we can add them together, right? So then we will move to question number 9. Right? Be mindful, x squared, y cube. Right? Then multiplication 3xy, subtract 2x cube y squared. Now first we want to do this multiplication. So then 3 times x squared times x to the power 1, y to the power 3 times y to the power 1. Okay, subtract 2x cubed y squared. So then the answer here 3x cubed y to the power 4. Subtract 2x cubed y to the power 2. Can we subtract this? No. Why is that, children? X cube is there. That is why they have to confuse you. They have given this kind of question. X cube is there, but y to the power 4 and y to the power 2, we can't simplify them because they are not like terms. I want to double check. X to the power 3, y to the power 4. No, we can't simplify that further. So then we will move to the 10th one. 2ab squared 5a squared b to the power 4, 2a squared b to the power of 5, and 3a squared b. So then we want to multiply them separately before subtracting. Right? So then here we have 2 times 2. From where I got that 2 times 2, 2ab times 2ab. No? So then I have 5. And then a times a times a to the power 2, b to the power 2, and b to the power of 4. That is one portion. Subtract 2 times 3, a to the power of 2, a to the power of 2, b to the power of 5, b to the power of 1. Right? So 2 times 2, 4, 4 times 5, 20, a to the power of 2, a to the power of 4, right? A to the power of 4, b to the power of 6. Subtract 6, a to the power of 4, b to the power of 6. A to the power of 4 and b to the power of 6, they are like. Therefore, I write the answer 20 minus 6, it is 14. A to the power of 4 and b to the power of 6. Okay, so this is how it works. So 2a squared b squared, and then here is squared b to the power of 4. Yes, it is correct. That is all about exercise 2 star. And the next exercise I ask you to do, exercise 3 star. So this one, we want to remove the brackets and simplify these if possible. Now we are moving to the exercise 3 star. Everyone move to exercise 3 star. So then I will show you how we can get the answer over there. Right? So then the exercise 3 star. So we have some simple questions as well as we have some complicated ones. 4 times 3, 12m. 4 times negative 2, negative 8. Okay. Then 2x minus y plus c, 2 times x 2x, 2 times negative y, negative 2y, plus 2z. Right? So then we will move to question number 3. 5, 3a plus b minus 4c. 5 times 3, 15a. 5 times b, 5b. 5 times 4, 20c. Okay. So then question number 4. Half times 4x minus 6x. Sorry, 6y. Minus 6y plus 8. What I do that the half times 4, the answer is 2. Half times 6, the answer is 3. Half times 8, the answer is 4. With that knowledge, that we write it here, the 2x minus 3y plus 4. Half times 4x, it is 2x. Half times 6y, 3y. Half times 8, it is 4. So then we will move to question number 5. Question number 5, so you have something like this. First, you want to simplify the bracket. So you keep 5x as it is, negative 3 times 2x, negative 6x, negative 3 times negative y, positive 3y. So then the 5x and 6x, they are like terms. It gives me negative 1x plus 3y. Right? You can write your final answer like this, negative x plus 3y, or if need, you can write 3y minus x, but that is not compulsory, right? If you can, instead of negative 1x, if you can write negative x, that is perfect. Negative x plus 3y, but if need, you can write it as 3y minus x, but that step is not compulsory, okay? Then we will move to question number 6. So in question number 6, 0.4 times 2 minus x, subtract x plus 3. I rewrite this. 0.4, 2 minus x, negative 1, x plus 3. Can you remember? I explained you that in front of the bracket, if you just see positive or negative sign, if it is negative sign, that means negative 1. If it is just the positive sign, that is positive 1. So you want to rewrite this. And then the 0.4, when you multiply by 2, what will be the answer? 0.8. So then here I write 0.8 minus 0.4x minus 1x minus 3. Then what I do, I write the number 0.8 minus 3 minus 0.4x minus 1x. Now from that, here we have minus, just see 0.4 and 1 like this. What we need to do? We need to add them together. And here 0.8 and 3, we want to deduct 0.8 from 3, right? When you deduct 0.8 by 3, right, what will be the answer? It gives me 2.2, but it should be negative 2.2 because 3 is a negative value. And here that we want to add this negative 1.4x. See whether you got the answer like this. First you simplify the brackets separately and you merge them. 0.4 times 2, 0.8, and 0.4 times negative x, negative 0.4x, and negative 1 times x, negative 1x, negative 1 times 3, negative 3. So then 0.8 and negative 3 you wrote closer because they are like terms, they are just numbers. And negative 0.4x and negative 1x you wrote closer because they are like terms. And 0.8 and negative 3 we want to subtract. We want to get the difference of these numbers as they do have the different signs. And we use the sign of the higher digit. And the other one you have negative 0.4 and negative 1, that same sign, we can add them together. That gives me 1.4. So negative 1.4. Then we will move to question number 7. Okay. Question number 7, 3 over 4, 4x minus 8y. Now things are getting complicated, children. So you want to pay your attention well. 15x minus 5y. Okay. So you just see 3 over 4 when you multiply by 4, it gives me the answer 3 because this will be cancelled now. So then let's say 3 over 4 you multiply by 8. 4 times 1, 4 times 2, 2 times 3, 6. And then 3 over 5 when you multiply by 15. 5 times 1, 5 times 3, 3 times 3, 9. Then 3 over 5 you multiply by 5. 5 and 5 cancel, it is 3. Okay. So then what you want to do, that the 3 over 4 times 4, it is 3x. 3 over 4 times 8, 6y. So then the 3 over 5 times 15, 9, negative 9x. and negative, negative, positive. 3 over 5 times 5, so that becomes positive 3y. So then I take the like terms, negative 3x, negative 9x, negative 6y plus 3y. 3x, negative 9x, the answer is negative 6x and negative 3y. Right? Negative 6y and positive 3y. You want to subtract the values. So that becomes 3y, but it should be negative 3y, right? I'm not explaining all these math concepts behind this because you are in grade 9. And if you have not understood all these basic stuffs, then please go through the STP Mathematics lesson series, especially the chapter 1 of all the 3 books. So then you can revise what I'm talking here. Then question number 8. We have 5x minus 7y minus 0.4 and x minus 2y plus z, right? So then here I write 5x minus 7y minus 0.4x minus plus 0.8y minus, here it is that you can see that this is how I multiply, right? So when I multiply them individually, so then negative and positive become negative, so that becomes 0.4 z, right? So then what I do, 5x minus 0.4x, negative 7y plus 0.8y minus right? Minus 0.4 c. So then these you want to simplify separately. So then this gives me, when you deduct 0.4 from 5, it gives me 4.6x. And then when you have that negative 7 and 0.8, you want to subtract them now. So it gives me negative 6.2y, negative 0.4. Okay, so then we will move to question number 9. Children, these steps are a little bit complicated. You want to pay your attention very well. 0.3, don't just wait for the final answer. Please look at the steps. Right, so then here 0.6a minus 1.8b plus 0.3. How that becomes? 0.3 times 6, 1.8 now. So then here 1.2a minus 2.4b plus 0.4, right? So hope it is clear. Negative 0.4 multiplied by 3, negative 1.2. Negative 0.4 multiplied by 6, it gives me negative 2.4. Negative 0.4 multiplied by negative 1, it gives me positive 0.4. So then I take 0.6a minus 1.2a minus 1.8b minus 2.4b plus 0.3 plus 0.4. Right, then here it is negative 0.6a, because when you simplify these two, right, so that becomes negative 0.6 and negative, right, you can add these numbers because both of them are having the same sign. So then that becomes negative 4.2b plus 0.7. Hope it is clear for all of you. So I want to double check whether I did a good job here. 0.6 minus 1.2 means 0. Oh, what I did here, what's a mistake? 0.6 minus 1.2. Yeah, it should be negative 0.6. That is correct. And then we have 1.8 and 2.4. It gives me 4.2, correct, and 0.7. Okay, so then we have come to the end of this discussion. So the last one You just see that we have so many steps here. 0.3x, I'll start from this corner, 3x and 0.2x minus y. Then subtract 4y and x plus 0.3y and then plus 0.5 x y minus x. Okay. So then here 0.3 times 0.2. So what will be the answer? It becomes 0.06x minus 0.3xy minus 4xy minus 1.2y squared plus 0.5xy minus 0.5x squared. Now see what I am doing. I write negative 1.2y squared, negative 0.5x squared because I can't find any other like terms for them. Then I write 0.0 the xy part I want to write now. So in here that you can just mark, I took this one and I took this one. So then I'm going to take xy. Yeah, I do have that so many xy. 0.3xy minus 4xy and plus 0.5xy. Right, so then you want to mark and see that xy, xy. So then the only remaining part is 0.0x. Oh, I have done a mistake here. Did you see that? So then this one should be x squared. Then xy, 4xy, 4y squared, xy, and x squared. So that means I want to rewrite this. And I have 0.06 x squared. Right? So then this one take something like this. So these are like terms. Right? Then I have 0.3xy 1 4xy plus 0.5 xy. So then I write negative 1.2y squared as it is. And then you have 0.5 and 0.06. You want to add them together. It gives me negative 0.56 x squared. And then you have 0.3, negative 4, and positive 0.5. It gives me negative 3.8 xy, right? 0.06 x squared, 0.3 xy, negative 4xy, negative 1.2 y squared, 0.5 xy, and 0.5 x squared. So the negative 1.2 y squared, I have to write it because I don't find any other like terms. Then 0.5 x squared, 0.06. So then when I add them together, that becomes 0.56. And then I have 0.3, negative 4, and 0.5. Yeah. So then when I add them together, that becomes 4.3. From 4.3, when you deduct 5, 3.8. Yeah, correct. So that is the end of this discussion. So the next day, I will start from solving equation. Okay, children, we'll meet again next day. Till then, stay safe. Bye.